Hello! Good day, our dear students. Are you excited to learn more of the cookery tips? Come on and join me in a world where food is life and cooking is magical. I am Miss G and welcome to Cookery class. Today, we will be discussing the most essential learning competency on how to store vegetable dish. And to start with, let me state the lesson objectives. The first one is to store vegetables based on the prescribed location and temperature. It is important that we know the classification of vegetables that we have discussed during our previous video because this will help you and will guide you to know where to place the vegetable and at the same time for you to be able to know what would be its temperature requirement. Second, demonstrate vegetable storage in accordance with FIFO operating procedure. And as we discussed this on the latter part of the video, you will be able to know the importance of storing vegetable to ensure safety and quality of our vegetable dishes. Lastly, number 3 is to follow standard safety and hygiene procedure. Since we are dealing with food, our dear students, it is necessary to follow standard safety and hygiene procedure. Now, let's move on to the different types of vegetables that can be stored at different temperature and at different location. Remember, my dear student, storing vegetable will keep them fresh and safe to eat. Remember that some vegetable can be stored at the refrigerator, but there are also types of vegetable that needs to be stored at room temperature. Let's discuss them one by one. The first is fresh vegetables. Potatoes and onions are stored at cool temperature, preferably 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, this should be done in a dry and dark place. Why? For the reason that is to avoid the quick or rapid release of the new plant or new leaves. Next is other vegetable must be refrigerated. And to prevent it from drying, they should be kept covered and wrapped. Commonly, this is done in the type of vegetable which belongs to leafy greens and fruit vegetable. Next is peeled and cut vegetable should be covered. Okay, this is happen if we prepare vegetable prior to cooking or ahead of time. Once they are peeled and cut, they easily been discolored and been spoiled easily. While potatoes and eggplants and other vegetables that brown should be sink or should be treated with an acid or blanch them to inactivate the enzyme that cause browning. Next is to store all fresh vegetables for a short time. Frozen vegetable. Store at 0 degree Fahrenheit or negative 18 degrees Celsius or colder in original container until ready for use. Since we are talking about frozen vegetable, there is what you call standard temperature requirements. And what would it be? It should be 0 degree Fahrenheit or negative 18 degrees Celsius or colder. Next, do not refreeze thawed vegetable. Why? For the reason that natural juice from that vegetable will be removed when they are thawed. Examples are carrot, peas, and corn. Next is dried vegetable. Store in a cool, dry, well-ventilated place in approximately 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Then keep well sealed and off the floor. Before we go on to canned vegetable, let me remind you that vegetables are being dried for the reason that they can be used even they are out of season. So let's move on to canned vegetable. It says that keep in a cool, dry place. away from sunlight, and off the floor. Next is discard cans that show signs of damage. So you have to be careful in choosing your canned vegetable. There must be no damage. Remember that. Okay, let's go on to leftovers. Do not mix batches. Since vegetables come from different families or classification, they should not be mixed. Okay, because there is a possibility of the chemical reaction since vegetable has also differ from their chemical composition. Next is store leftover cream vegetable for 1 day only. Remember that once the cream is added in a vegetable, it will last up to 1 day. Okay, to complete our information in storing vegetable, let me introduce to you the FIFO food storage system. FIFO stands for first in, first out. Okay, what does it mean? It is a stock rotation system used for food storage. What will it be? You will put the items with the soonest best before use or use by dates at the front. Then place items with the furthest date at the back. By using this first in, first out food storage system, you ensure that food with nearest best before or use by dates are used or sold first. This maximizes freshness and minimizes waste. So I hope you enjoy our lesson for today. See you on our next video. Goodbye!